Hey TC, it's Tuesday, March 17th. How's your week been? Probably the most eventful thing that I did last week was give blood last Thursday. This is something I started doing about a year ago, and it's something I'm very passionate about. I even did my Project for Awesome video last year about it. I was kind of worried going in because last time there was an issue with blood clotting in the needle, and they kept having to move it back and forth in my arm to try and get the blood flowing again, and that really hurt. But this time it was fine, nothing wrong apart from a slight bruise, which I still have now, but that doesn't really bother me that much. Anyway, you get cookies afterwards, so that's always enjoyable. School is getting really stressful now. Last week we received our exam timetables, and I think I have more exams than anyone in my year. I have 14 exams, and they start with my first one on May 11th, and I don't have my last one until June 17th. Not to mention the fact that I have two of my hardest exams on the same day. This is why I feel like my life has been taken over by revising. I just feel like I'm surrounded by past papers, and I'm sure it's only going to get worse until all of the exams are over. But on to more enjoyable topics. Your extra event sounds fun. Apart from having to stay that late at school, I've never liked it when you've had to stay so late after school finishes. I'm glad you like the rules. I'll also try and stick to all of them the best I can. We'll have to see who faces the first punishment. I also hate the sound of my own voice and would have to say it's my least favourite part of editing my videos. I've kind of gotten used to it now after making videos for a while, but I still don't like to hear it. I have to say I've never watched one of my videos once it's been published, and I can no longer make any more changes to it. Don't worry about the editing mishap in your first video. I'm sure I'm going to make loads of mistakes too, and we can laugh about them in the future. I think the schooling thing is an issue that many people from the US versus the UK get confused on. It took me ages to figure out how my education translates to what the US education is like. High school, or secondary school as it's called in the UK, is probably the most differing thing to the US school system. The basic difference is that in the UK, secondary school lasts from ages 11 until either 16 or 18. The core education is from what is called year 7 to year 11, which is between the ages of 11 and 16. From then on, some people will decide to stay at school for another 2 years to get further qualifications, what I'm doing, and other people will choose to do things like apprenticeships or go to colleges where they offer more vocational courses. Also to note, I think in the US when people refer to colleges they're talking about universities. However, in the UK colleges are usually a place where post-16 courses are offered. This can all get very confusing very quickly, and I haven't even started talking about how the lessons and the teaching is different. Scandal has shown that quite a few people have recommended to me, and now that you said you like it too, it's something that I will try out sometime soon. I'll report back to you once I've started. I'm so glad that you're starting to watch Criminal Minds and NCIS. I have such attachments to these shows, and I'm always really happy when I get to share that with others. I've spent the last few years getting my best friend into a load of these shows, and we can easily spend hours talking about them. I'm really glad that you're a nerdfighter too. I love it when I can talk to people who also love this community so much. My seeing of TFIOS was also not as smooth as it could have been. It was originally announced that the film would come out on June 20th, which my friend and I were really happy with because that was on a Friday. But then they changed the release date to June 19th, which was quite awkward for us because we were going to go and visit a university on that day. But we thought we could get back in time to see the film, and we really wanted to see it on the release date, so we booked the tickets after we thought we would get back from Bath, the city where the university was. However, we didn't account for the ridiculous amount of traffic that there was when we were trying to get out of Bath. Literally all of the roads were gridlocked, and we thought we were going to be stuck in Bath for hours. After about an hour and a half of being stuck in the city, we finally managed to get out of there, but it still didn't look like we were going to get back in time to see the film. As we were driving, it was getting more and more likely that we were going to get back in time to see the film, and we just managed to get back in time in order to get the train to the town where the cinema is. We got the train home at about 11 at night, and we were so tired the next day, but it was so worth it. So, I have to get back to my schoolwork. What could be more fun? But I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye!